Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ridhi. In case you're new here, welcome. So I don't know if you guys noticed it or not, but I haven't uploaded a video on YouTube since 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It was the party season, okay? And I can't say that I was partying because really I wasn't, but honestly I was just not feeling YouTube. I don't know. YouTube has been rough for me recently, so I have been rough for myself recently. I'm just putting on MAC Prep and Prime because honestly, my skin and my lips are going through a lot. I was just not feeling myself. I was not feeling YouTube. I was in rest mood. I just needed time for myself. But hopefully, this video gives me some sort of motivation to be back. Yeah, you know what? The motivation was lacking. It's been rough couple of weeks, let's just say that. Since I'm back after so long, I decided to put on some stick-on nails. And honestly, these are not good. They just can pop off any minute. You can't do any sort of work with these. So today I am in a mood, I don't know if you guys can tell it or not, but like a monochromatic look, which obviously is going to be brown. So let's see how that turns out. Also, I have some new makeup to try on, which we will as we move along the video. So as usual, I'm gonna start with my eye makeup. So to prime, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer in shade 10 Light. Just gonna use it to prime my eyelids. By the way, I'm using the PAC 272 brush to blend this concealer in. At first, I have this to try on. This is from xoxo. xoxo is a sister brand to Makeup Revolution. You can find it on Nykaa or 𝕃𝕗𝕚𝕚 makeup. And this is how it looks from inside. Did I tell you what it is? It's an eyeshadow palette in the shade Exposed. This is how it looks. So this is the lightest one of them all. They have one in a green variant, one in blue, one in purple. They have a lot of variants in this one. Also, I love the packaging. It does not look cheap at all. It actually looks like a very nicely made palette. It does not have the brown I need, so I will obviously go in with the other palette, but I'm just gonna start out with this, I'm just gonna start out with this one over here, the darker one. This is the PAC 392 brush. This is just going to go in my crease. I just want a base on my crease because I'm planning to do a graphic liner. So just want this just to sort of add a little bit of depth, if you will. As you guys can see, these are pretty pigmented and they are also blending out pretty easily. So that is the only shade that I'm gonna use out of this. It's a great everyday palette. You can just pop it in your purse, and I do really enjoy my quad palette, so it's good for me. For the liner part, I'm gonna go in with the Natasha Denona palette, and this is the mini Nude palette. I don't really like to use this palette on camera because it is Natasha Denona and it's pretty expensive. But if you can afford a Natasha Denona palette, please go ahead and do so because the shadow quality in here is definitely worth it. And I'm obviously going to go in with this brown shade over here. Now, I do have this sort of brown shade in many other palettes, but I opted for this one because Natasha Denona eyeshadows are really creamy, and I'm gonna do like a precise liner work sort of. So I need something like this. Okay, so you will need like a precise angular brush. This is the Pro Art PE32 brush, and I will dip into the shade and I will start lining my lash line. See, it's pretty deep and intense straight away. Something very important. When you do your wing, connected with your lower lash line. So instead of connecting it at the very edge with your upper lash line, sort of follow it from down and keep a little bit of gap, if so you will. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there is a gap over there. It's not really touching my eyes, and this way it will connect seamlessly with my lower lash line, and that's my guideline for today. I want to take the shade in my crease now. So from the edge of it, I will take it in to my crease. Something like so, I suppose, yeah. And I will obviously need to connect it with our upper lash line as well. Carry it down like that. And I will carefully fill that gap in. Something like so. Loving it so far. As you guys can see, these two lines meet at a sharp angle as of now. So I will sort of round it off a little maybe. Let's try that. Something like so. Now they're all very rounded. Definitely does look pretty graphic, but in my opinion, it also looks pretty wearable. Now for the difficult part, I'm gonna try and copy this to my other eye off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, so I tried pretty hard to match it on this side as much as I can. So they are sisters. They aren't twin sisters, but they are definitely sisters. In that process, I managed to pop one of my nail off, and I can't find where it went. Now what I'm gonna do is to take a flat brush, and I'm gonna go in with this shade over here. It's sort of like a satiny shimmer, and I'll just pop it in the center just to bring some light in here. It's not very intense, so it just adds a little bit of pop. It has a beautiful pink shift to it that I'm really enjoying. It's a pretty shade, to say the least. I'm also going to take it towards my inner corners as my inner corner highlight. I'm also going to highlight my brow bone with it. Now let's move on to the face. I have a new primer to try out from Wet n Wild, and this is the Impossible primer. I don't know if this is available on Nykaa, but it is available on xoxo makeup in case you are interested. Okay, so it looks like a clear silicone primer. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Actually, this primer claims a lot of things. One is to fill in your pores and to sort of blur and mattify, I suppose, without having silicone in it. It feels so cool, like it's cool untouched. It's an amazing feeling. Let me look in closer. Actually, I don't think that it did fill in my pores. Maybe I'll just use a little bit more. See, it starts off pretty thick, but as you rub it, it just really thins out and feels like you're rubbing water on your skin. You know what? It is definitely blurring my pores quite a bit. I really didn't expect that much of blurring. Is it supposed to be hydrating by any means? Because it feels hydrating. I have another new product from Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. So basically a tinted moisturizer. Lightweight, non-greasy finish, sheer to medium coverage. I got this in shade light medium. Oh my god, it's liquidy. And it looks a little light for me as well. We will definitely need to bronze up a lot, or maybe it will oxidize. I'm gonna go in with my It Cosmetics Love is the foundation brush. Very liquidy. and very light for me. How is this light medium? See, in tube it looks like it will match, but oh my god, this is very light. I look so ghostly, but something that I can tell for sure, it does have coverage. Honestly, I don't know if I'm liking it. It just feels like it is sitting on top of my skin rather than sinking in my skin. I don't know, it could be the shade that is giving me that effect. I'm not too sure about this, honestly. I found my nail. Moving on to the concealer, I'm again going to go back in with the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer that we used to prime our eyelids, and my nail is off again very well. And I'll just use my Dose of Colors sponge to blend it all in. I just really enjoy the coverage on this concealer. It's stunning. My skin is looking pretty dried out. We will take care of it later for sure. Now I'm gonna go in with a blush. This is the Nude Sticks blush in Sunkissed. I'm using this shade because it's like a pretty neutral shade that is amazing for me today. I'm just applying it on my cheekbones where you would usually apply your highlighter, because that's how I've been loving to apply my blush recently. Pretty high up. I'm gonna go back in with my foundation brush and blend it out. Actually, I'm going to go in with more of it because recently I've been over applying my blush and I've been loving that. It just looks very pretty and beautiful. Pretty sun-kissed. And also on my nose. You know, the shade name is Sun-Kissed and I love to look sun-kissed. And the bronze, I'm gonna go in with my Physicians. I'm gonna go in with the Physicians formula. I don't know why the heck am I not able to say that. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Sunkissed. I just dropped its brush. It's okay, that brush is just useless. First of all, nostalgia just brings back so much of memories for me. I used to own the original butter bronzer when they just had one shade, and also it was a different packaging, sort of like a yellow and green packaging, but the smell remains the same. Now that shade was actually a little too light for me. Now I got the sun-kissed shade, which is just perfect and so beautiful. I love the shade so much. It looks so pretty on my skin tone. Oh, I'm using a lot of sun-kissed stuff today. It is sun-kissed and my blush was sun-kissed. A lot of sun-kissed today. I don't really need to use any sort of powder today because my skin is already pretty dried out. I'm gonna move to my under eyes. I'm again gonna use the brown from the Natasha Denona palette and my precise angular brush. And I just need to run it across my lower lash line. Just something like that. Now I'm gonna go off camera, curl my lashes, put on some mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back with my lashes on. Not with my lashes, with my mascara on. So, I actually also have a new brow gel to try on. This is the Wet n Wild Brow Sessive Brow Shaping Gel. And I got it in shade brown. So let's try this out. Okay, I love this pulley. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It's pretty tiny, which is amazing. This brow gel is definitely pigmented. Maybe this could be great for your like everyday use. You won't really need to go in with a brow pencil first, since I think it is doing a great job at actually like filling in my brows as well. Okay, this brow is having its moment of the bushy brow of the ear. So I'm just gonna go in with the spoolie just to brush it out because it's definitely too much for me. My brows look snatched to me. But so far, so good, honestly. Now for the highlighter, I'm gonna go in with the Pixie by Petra in Delicate Dew. And I'm gonna go in with this pinkish shade over here just to coordinate with the pinkiness on my eyelids. And I'm gonna go in with the back 131 brush. I like to start applying my highlighters towards the pretty top of my cheekbones, and I just slowly like to blend it out from there. I also love to go in circular motions so that it just does not look like a stripe on my face. It actually sort of like blends in, you know? Today I'm definitely in need of quite a bit of glow because my skin is just looking so dry. I'm just gonna take my foundation brush and press it on top of the highlighter. I always like to do this just to like sort of like help the highlighter really sink in and mesh in with my skin so that it just does not look like it's sitting on top of my skin, because I just hate that effect. Now we only have lips left. Before that, I'm gonna set my face using the Watermelon Glow Recipe Glow Mist because I need glow, and this is the best setting spray if you need to hydrate your skin and give your skin some glow. You can't beat this, okay? Much needed. Okay, I think my video was not recording while I put on my lip color. So I went in with the L'Oreal Infallible Ultra Matte in shade Truffle Mania, and then I went in with the MAC Liquid Lip Color in Burnt Spice just towards the center of my lip because this was looking way too red and warm in comparison to my top, and even my eyes are pulling a little bit more cooler tone because of that pink shadow in it. So I just needed to put this because it is pretty cool tone pink, just so that it matches all of it. And with that, we come to the end of this video. Honestly, with these nails, I'm not going to mess around with my hair because, okay, now I might have to, oh, hold on a second. I wanted to pin my hair back, but if I would have tried to do that, I would have lost all of my nails, which I honestly really didn't want to. And I love how sleek my hair looks. So that works for me. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope you guys love this monochromatic makeup look. And if you do, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Till then, stay safe, stay happy.